Recording.
Recording. All right, folks. Hi. Hi. I am going to do a little film on the way to work. Did one yesterday, but I got all the cameras on now, and hopefully enough battery to get there. The one on, oh God, getting old. The one on there is 40%. One on my helmet, no idea. The Sena fully charged. So, fuck it. Let's see what we get. Shall we? 50,401 miles on the odometer. And we are off to work for our Friday. Friday. 8 more hours. Got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. Got to clean up some things. Got to get some things unpacked, put away. You know, all the stuff you always forget or don't get to after a trip. So that's my plans for today. When tomorrow arrives. Glasses are on. There for a minute, I thought maybe I forgot to bring them. Oh, it's a brisk day. It's probably 50 degrees out. It's supposed to be 41 when I get out of work tonight, which will be a tad bit chilly, but not too bad. Although it is odd because the last few days it's been like 70 degrees at night when I got 60 to 70 degrees. So a wee bit of a difference. Nothing too drastic. So I'm sitting around this morning and trying to find something to watch, which is oddly enough becoming more and more difficult for me as the months go on here. Nothing on YouTube is really interesting me right now. Boy, it's a windy one today. Nothing on Prime is interesting me too much. I tried some true crime, but the British one. Nothing against the British, but I just didn't enjoy it so far. I mean, I find myself pausing and looking at my phone more than I do watching the show, which kind of means I'm not really into it. But then I'm going through Hulu, and I come across that movie, I think it was 1999, it might have been 98, Office Space. I thought, that was a cute movie, I'll watch that. So I started watching it. I didn't finish it yet. I've seen it before, I mean, it's an older movie. But it's just a good movie. And then you start to relate some of the stuff taking place in it, and you start going, yeah, that happens. It even happens where I work. Management will come around, usually not the last day on a Friday, but usually on a Thursday, and say, yeah, we're gonna need some people to come in on Saturday. So if we could do that, that'd be great.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great. Okay?
And it seems like the people who do less work and don't care do get moved on to other positions. Not so much at my shop, but a little bit here and there. I've been in the same position for a while, and I've been known to be quite passionate, or as I would like to say, just mouthy. I'm amazed I still have a job sometimes. Some of the things I've said to our management, or my supposed manager that I have. Nice enough gentleman, but I don't know. And of course, let's not forget, and this is through our leadership programs we have been vetted into over the years at work, that there is a huge difference between a manager and a leader. And that is a very true statement. There is a lot of difference between a manager and a leader. And I'm not going to get into those right now. I just basically want to refer to it as it relates to the movie Office Space, which is funnier than hell. Because we all have experienced, or many of us, maybe we haven't all, but many of us have experienced jobs where, you know, you see the person who doesn't seem to care or doesn't do much work gets promoted and the other person gets laid off, the one that busts their ass. And we all hate going in. We all have a case of the Mondays, but I've never had anybody say that to me. We always go, well, it's a Monday, you know, which is basically saying, yeah, if anything can go bad, it's probably going to because it's a Monday. Although I have experienced weeks where every day is a Monday. But it kind of makes you question it, you know. Oh, that's a blowout and a half. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Because right now at our shop, we are, unfortunately, they announced that they're going to be a layoff. They announced that on Wednesday, I think. And of course, they don't know who it is yet. You know, so everybody's, you know, holding their breath at work. It's talking 7 to 9 people, unfortunately. And of course, it's never management that gets the axe. It's always the people who produce that gets the axe. It's always the direct labor that gets the axe, not the indirect labor. Because, you know, you could probably save 2 or 3 jobs, regular jobs, by getting rid of one person in management. Maybe 2. Or engineers. We have so many engineers, and we're so heavy at work. But yet those people will keep their jobs, and the people who do the work get the axe. Where the people with the talent are the ones doing the work, not the managers. Trust me on that. The managers couldn't find their fucking ass with both hands on a map with an X drawn on it with a video showing them how to get there. When it comes to what we do. That's unfortunate. And that's the case with everywhere. We have a good culture in our shop, but, you know, nevertheless, we're going to lose some good people. Hopefully, I'm not one of those good people, but no one's safe. You know, I'm in the same boat as the rest of the individuals. I work on the floor. I get paid hourly. So, you know, I mean, I could be without a job at the end of the year. I certainly doubt that I'll be on that list. Well, that's weird. Because I'm one of the few people they have left that can actually do a lot of the work that nobody else can do in the shop, or very few can do. Not everybody, but there's a lot of good people working there, but setup people are far and few between now. And even though I'm an area lead, I'm still a setup person from the past. I understand the products, how to set them up. I would think they would keep someone like myself, but it'll be whatever it'll be. Those getting the axe or the layoff will receive a severance package. For every year you've worked there, you'll receive 2 weeks of pay, up to 26 weeks. So, I mean, like, and they're asking for volunteers as well, so you can volunteer and take it. So let's say I volunteer. I'm not going to because I don't want to look for another job, no matter what I think of this job sometimes. But I've been there 12 years roughly. So I'd be getting around 22 to 24 weeks of pay if I were to volunteer for the layoff or get laid off. And I could also work through the end of December, or anyone who can actually, if they wish, and still get the severance package. Now, that'd be a pretty nice chunk of change, all lump sum. And, you know, you'd have unemployment, so you could probably make a case that, you know, the voluntary layoff, if you had the ambition to look for something else, would probably be a good idea. I just don't know if I had the ambition to look, so I really don't want to take it. Maybe if I had to have work, I would have more ambition. But the thoughts of that much money and a little bit of this and that, really in the long run, wouldn't amount to much. Now, if they came to me and said, hey, we'll give you a year's salary up front plus unemployment, I might take them up on that, because that'd be enough to pay off my student loans and any other debts I had. I'd be out of debt. I wouldn't need as much money then, because I wouldn't have the debt. But that office space made me chuckle because that's how it feels in some places when you work there, to a certain extent. I mean, the movie, of course, is more extravagant than that. It's taking what might happen and amplifying it, if you will. The multitude of it is much higher on the movie because it's a movie and it's a comedy of sorts, a drama comedy. But you know, the stuff that happens, they exaggerate it. But you start watching it and you realize, yeah, it's sort of what it's like. That is so very odd, and I think many people can relate. I never related as much as I did today when I'm watching it, going, holy crap, because we've had similar circumstances, not fully, but you know, where you can connect the dots and you can see it. You know, you're like, oh my goodness, that's us. Wow. And I just found that interesting, and I was wondering if any of you out there who have watched the film or maybe rewatched it recently can relate to it in some small way, or maybe some large way. Firing range is busy today. But that's pretty much what it got me thinking, and I thought, you know what, I'd like to do a multicam video of that,